De la right, my MVVs, welcome. When you see a rat running into the fire or into a fire, you know that what the rat is running from is hotter than fire. They say it is not a small thing in the palace of the Ooni of Ife. At Oletitok has been so devastated. So devastated as the Ooni of Ife allegedly angrily put up Oletok's Ikoyi mansion for sale over her recurring obnoxious attitude. Now, I don't understand. Sometimes you keep wondering who is advising women, who is advising you people. Like, who is that person that is advising you? That is if all the stories we are hearing is the truth. Oh, hey, who is this person that is advising you people? That is, you come from a family. You got married to a royal family. You're not royalty. You're not blue-blooded, okay? You now got married into a royal family. The man at this time of life where the entire world is going through recession, those who are living in the UK, those who are living in Australia, those who are living in those who are living in the United States of America, some of us in Canada and all of that, everywhere is rough as it is right now. You now sit back and you got married to this man who is providing for you and bought you a mansion, a house. We have seen that house on social media. I may not have gone there. I've not gone there. But I have seen people who said they visited, they went there. A mansion as big as that in Ikoyi, bought it for you. Now, you started making trouble over the fact that they didn't welcome you when they were supposed to welcome you into the palace. If you were not married to a royalty, if you were not married to a king, who welcomes anybody? Now be when you born your pikin for hospital, you go bring and come house. Una wey dey Nigeria wey be say una go see people wey go come stay, they do omugo for una. The people wey dey overseas, who they do them omugo? You go suffer, you go take care of pikin because husband and wife, one person has to be working now. And when he comes back, you expect him to not sleep and be taking care of the child when the child is. So even if you had those children abroad, and for a normal man, you would have been taking care of those kids alone. Who would welcome you? Welcome you for doing what? What that other people have not done before. And now that brought a lot of problems. Then you went back to the palace and you kind of competing with the man's first wife. That's if the information that we keep getting is the truth. Like, how? Why? Now, as we are hearing what is going on, they are saying that because she did not appreciate the Ikoyi mansion that the Ooni of Ife bought for her, Ooni of Ife got pissed off, and that is why Ooni of Ife is saying that he wants to sell that one. He wants to sell the Ikoyi mansion. Now, why is he bent on selling the Ikoyi mansion? Because they said members of Oletok's family came and they asked him for the royal mansion. That if Queen Naomi is going to stay in the royal manor inside the palace that you even know that at the end of the day, palace is a community property. Is a property of Ile Ife, the entire Ile Ife. When any Ooni of Ife that comes to Ile Ife will stay in that palace. That palace is not even a property to the Ojaja II. But he will manage it, he will take care of it, he will do everything he wants to do with the palace for as long as he is staying there. Then if he's no longer the king, the new king will pack back into that palace. So I don't understand. Is that one more important to you than a property that was bought for you by your husband so that you can stay and be comfortable with the children? So sometimes I think some of these things, for me, I call it a no-brainer. Like, what is the struggle? What is the fight? What is all of this about if all the information we are hearing is the truth, right? What is this about? It doesn't make any sense. Now, they said that Kabiyesi is saying that since she does not appreciate the Ikoyi mansion, that the Ikoyi mansion, they are putting it up for sale. Let us sell that Ikoyi mansion, and I don't know what Kabiyesi wants to do with. They said she has been crying and crying and crying. I want to believe that for people, there should be one person that you rely on for good counsel. Everybody needs to have somebody who gives them good counsel, because good counsel is a food to the soul. If you have a person that can give you good counsel, you find out that things will work out for you in a way that you would never ever imagine in this world. Because I really think that these are all coming as a result of people not being there to counsel her properly. Now, if you have come back to the palace and somebody, the Ooni of Ife is saying, okay, go and stay where others are staying. For me, I don't think there's any need to cause any problem and to insist and, bring family to come and be asking for the royal mansion. Royal mansion that everybody is well aware that has been given to Olori Naomi already. Royal mansion, for crying out loud, belongs to Naomi. It doesn't belong to any other person. They said the royal mansion actually belongs to Olori Naomi. That the royal mansion is in the name of Tadenikawo. And as long as Tadenikawo is still an infant, that place belongs to Olori Naomi. And nobody, Ooni of Ife, cannot go and take it and change it back to another person's name and all of that. Okay, so you want to stay in the royal mansion as what? On what basis? Why do you want to stay in the royal mansion if the royal mansion doesn't even have your name? That is a question that I am asking, that a lot of people are asking. And they said it's been a whole lot. Like since she came back into the palace, it's not been palatable at all for her, if I may use that word. It's not been a win-win for her, if I may use that. That it's been a whole lot of wahala for Olori TikTok, because of the choices she is making, because of her obnoxious attitude, because of her stubbornness. She's not listening to anything that the Ooni of Ife is saying. She just wants to have it her way, and that is the one thing that is causing her so much problems in the palace of the Ooni of Ife. Now, and they said that property is the first property that she is owning. Sorry, as a woman, I was sipping my tea. That is the first property that she is owning as a woman. That she never bought a house anywhere. She doesn't own any property anywhere. That Ikoyi mansion is the first property she is owning as a woman, that was gifted to her by the Ooni of Ife. That she has never ever owned any property before. And so, for this to be happening, you know that this girl doesn't have good counsel. And now, something that has been given to you on a platter of gold, you guys are pushing this man to go and put it up for sale, and then you're crying. I keep saying something on this blog. I said, look, you can never ever flog a child and beat a child and stop that child from crying. When you beat a child will cry. You don't beat a child and force the child not to cry. That is what is going on here, that I am saying, because they have pushed Kabiyesi so much, and Kabiyesi is doing what he feels is in his best interest. Now, I really want to also say to you that do not forget that these are all alleged, rumored, and speculated information making the rounds on social media. I do not live in the palace of the Ooni of Ife, neither am I related to the monarch. I'm just a blogger. Whatever information I get, I put it on social media, and I say to you that whatever information you get on social media, you need to take it with a pinch of salt. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm going to bring you more update.